From submersibles to inline heaters, what the heck is the best aquarium heater in the hobby? Let's dive into it now. I'm going to start this off with a very controversial statement. Heck, even most of our YouTube viewers agree with me when I say this. The vast majority of aquarium heaters suck. Yeah, that's right. Most heaters are going to fail, they're going to break, or they might even fry your tank. I've had 25 years of experience under my belt in being an aquarium hobbyist. I've helped out a plethora of clients, hobbyists, and those who are just starting out, or people just like you who want to know more about different aspects in the hobby. The most common reason I hear for a tank crash: heater failure. This is why you want a quality heater and why you must have a backup plan or a plan to replace your heaters early. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, let's talk about heaters. Which would I purchase if I need to get one for my tank? Here are my top 3. Number 1, the Finnex STE Titanium series. Made in Japan, it's got an indestructible heater element and a waterproof controller. Number 2 is the Eheim Jager. This heater features lab-grade glass and it's fully submersible. It's been a tried and true heater for decades. And number 3, the Helio Heater. This is a heater that features an updated technology, it's ultra safe, and it includes a 5-year warranty. The best value heater in this would be the Eheim Jager heater. These were the first heaters I used until I moved to titanium heaters with controllers. If you've got a larger setup, I'd recommend the Finnex STE or the Helio Heater, especially if you have a much more elaborate setup like a reef tank. Now let's dive into the details of each heater that made the list. Aquarium heaters are notoriously unreliable, and this causes frustration for me and the hobby. Finally, Finnex has introduced a reliable heating unit that wouldn't destroy your bank account. This features Japanese components and advanced electronics that address common concerns such as overheating, breakage, and explosions. The Finnex heater also boasts precise temperature control that is accurate up to 1 degree. It's got dual circuitry for redundancy, waterproof sealing, and ETL certification. The Finnex STE, however, only comes with a 1-year warranty. Unlike BRS's 3-year coverage, which I'm reviewing later, but its lower price and superior controller make it the best overall choice. While I have an appreciation for BRS heaters, the Finnex option is more affordable, especially for freshwater tanks. However, we observed a limitation during our review as the heater can only be on 30 minutes at a time. This requires appropriate sizing to avoid temperature fluctuations. Also, the controller doesn't have a low and high temperature alarm, and while it's affordable compared to the BRS, Finnex STE is expensive compared to other heaters like the Eheim. I'll give you an example in the tank we tested this heater in. My friend Ryan's tank is 60 gallons and we needed to upgrade to a 400 watt package for stable temperature. Consider this if you have concerns about your breaker's capacity or aquarium controller. Overall, the Finnex STE is the ideal choice for a reliable, reasonably priced heater with a titanium element that is resistant to fish collisions. If you'd like to know more, I'll post a link in the video we made about the test we made on this heater. Finnex blessed me with a free heater to set up in my friend Ryan's tank, and you can check it out in the card above. Overall, we'll give a rating here of a 9 out of 10. Manufacturer of origin gets a 9 out of 10, brand name gets a 9 out of 10, accuracy and build quality both get 9 out of 10. Next up, the old reliable Eheim Jager. This aquarium thermostat is a German-made heater that has stood the test of time in both reliability in freshwater and saltwater tanks. It features a manually adjustable gauge and an accurate temperature sensor within 0.5 degrees thanks to its UL-listed electronics. This accuracy is tied for the best along with the Cobalt Neotherm. It also offers a recalibration feature and a thermos safety control that shuts off the heater when water levels are low with a visible indicator light. While its design may appear outdated with its bulky glass tube and cumbersome and clunky water temp dial, Eheim's reputation for quality and durability in the aquarium industry ensure quality performance despite its less aesthetic appearance. Overall, we're going to give this one a 9.5 out of 10. Its manufacturer of origin and brand name both get a 10 out of 10. Accuracy scores a 10 out of 10, but build quality we give it an 8. Did you know that heater technology is the same as a toaster? Yeah, that's right. You literally toast your aquarium water with the most traditional heaters, which sounds pretty barbaric. But you know what? If you're looking for a breakthrough in aquarium heater technology, then the innovative marine Helio Heater is the one for you. Its namesake is not just for show. This heater boasts PTC technology. Unlike traditional heaters using resistance wires akin to toaster technology, the Helio employs PTC chips programmed for predetermined heating temperatures. This enhances the safety and reliability by avoiding overload risks, and it also includes a 5-year warranty. The Eheim team put a lot of time and effort in researching this technology extensively. This heater is designed to mirror commercial-grade products, reflecting a shift towards safer and more reliable aquarium heating solutions. While this heater is at a top-shelf price, the premium cost of this heater gives a lot of significant benefits in heating up your tank efficiently and safely. Although this heater is not to be used inside display tanks, it should only be used in tanks that have sumps. The pioneering technology holds so much potential for the future, as this would likely lend to more adaptations as time goes by, and as this technology becomes more accessible and affordable with further development by various brands. We're giving this one a 9 out of 10. The manufacturer of origin gets an 8 out of 10, brand name and accuracy both get a 9 out of 10, and the build quality scores a perfect 10. Next up is the BRS Titanium Element Heater. This German-made heater stands out for its durability and heat conductivity due to its titanium design, surpassing other glass counterparts. We've tested this rigorously, and it maintains a temperature stability with a deviation of 0.5 degrees or less when paired with a quality controller. With its efficient titanium construction, this heater consumes the same power but distributes heat more effectively. This reduces energy costs and environmental impacts. This heater is also virtually indestructible, as it can withstand any collision from large fish and includes a 3-year warranty. Although it requires a controller for temperature adjustment and this model isn't compact, you may have to opt for different heaters for smaller fish tanks. You have options like connecting to an aquarium controller or using the recommended Inkbird model, which I have used personally in my own reef tanks, and it's proven to be pretty reliable. The heater element with a control ends up being pricey compared to many heaters on this list, but this heater fulfills the long-standing need for reliability in maintaining stable temperatures, especially for prized aquatic displays, ultimately offering peace of mind for tank owners. The fifth candidate on our list is the Cobalt Aquatic Neotherm. Precision and consistency is the name of the game, and this heater excels. The Neotherm heater undergoes computer testing for accuracy, boasting an accuracy within 0.5 degrees Fahrenheit from the set temperature, making it superior to most heaters in the market. This model is widely favored in the reef aquarium community, especially for nanotanks. The Neotherm is also remarkably compact, fitting seamlessly into any all-in-one aquarium or nanotank setup. Despite its higher cost, it offers unmatched features, making it the top choice for submersible aquarium heaters. The only setback is, again, the premium pricing. Apart from that, the Neotherm is only available in smaller wattage sizes and may require multiple units for larger tanks. The Aqueon Pro adjustable heater is a dependable, shatterproof, and adjustable submersible heater backed by a limited lifetime warranty. This brand is a long-standing popularity in the aquarium industry and inspires trust among hobbyists, as many standard glass tanks are manufactured by either Aqueon or Marineland. This heater features an easy-to-adjust water temperature dial, offering manual control that reduces the risk of temperature configuration failing during power outages. While accurate within 1 degree of the desired temperature, this is suitable for most home aquariums, though it may not meet the precision requirements of delicate environments like reef tanks. You can add more redundancy by attaching it to an aquarium controller. Here's the brand that was rated number 1 by our YouTube viewers, Fluval. Looking at the M Series here, this is a great heater if you're on a budget but still want a reliable heater for your tank. The Fluval M Series ticks all the marks in value and quality. This unit is commonly found in pet and local fish stores, and among the heaters available in non-specialized pet stores, it's likely the top glass heater option in the shelves. This heater is crafted from borosilicate glass and supported by a 3-year warranty, reflecting Fluval's reputation for reliability in the aquarium industry. Its compact sizing makes for space saving, and the suction cups work quite well. The M Series is computer calibrated, so you really get your bang for your buck here. Although this model may not be as high-end as the BRS Heater or robust as the Eheim Jager, the M Series still remains as a capable candidate. Its smaller size compared to the Jager also makes it more suitable for all-in-one aquariums and smaller tanks, but this model is still prone to damage from large fish. While no heater is immune to failure, the M Series is one of the better choices available, especially when backed by proper backup protocols. Built for large tanks, the Finnex Deluxe Titanium Heater can withstand punishment of large aggressive fish and can accommodate tanks exceeding 200 gallons due to its high wattage. Made from titanium, these heaters are tough as nails, and they're ideal for environments where large active fish are present. Their corrosion-resistant properties make them particularly suitable for saltwater setups. Before I discovered the Inkbird, I often recommended these titanium heaters for their durability and affordability compared to the BRS Element. However, it's worth noting that the lack of an adjustment dial on the heater itself means that there's no redundancy in case of failure. Additionally, the controller's accuracy is limited to 2 degrees Fahrenheit, sufficient for freshwater and fish-only saltwater setups, but potentially inadequate for reef tanks. And the bad news is that there's no smaller sizes available, so owners may opt to purchase the Finnex Titanium Heater rod separately and pair with a more precise Aquarium Heater controller, or connect it to a high-end option like an Apex controller. Ever wonder why titanium heaters are preferred over glass ones? It's simply because titanium is resistant to corrosion, and it's more durable than glass. While the previous heater is only available in high wattage, this variant of Finnex Titanium heaters casts a wider net for other users that have a small scale tank. This heater offers the same pros and cons, but this model provides a submersible option at a reasonable price, complete with a heater guard for added fish protection. As with most titanium heaters, this one lacks a manual adjuster on board. Instead, you're going to need to use the controller included in the package to set the desired water temperature. It stands out as one of the most affordable branded titanium heater solutions available, surpassing both BRS and digital options in cost and offering smaller sizes suitable for smaller aquariums. Value and quality aren't usually directly correlated, as the controller for this model is only accurate for up to 2 degrees Fahrenheit. Titanium heaters typically consume less electricity than glass heaters due to their superior heat conductivity. The Hydor inline heaters are ideal for canister filter owners. They run through your return line, avoiding tank abuse and accidents due to heater burn. Utilizing Hydor's patented PTC heating technology, they heat your tank safely, and they're made of aquarium-safe materials. They offer efficient heating, though limited to vertical installation with vinyl tubing and up to 300 watts. While lacking detailed accuracy specs, they're a reliable option. The Hyggar Titanium Heater surprised us. They feature a digital temp controller claiming 0.5 degrees of accuracy, potentially one of the most precise heaters on the market. However, our tests suggest that this may not be totally true. It's still a solid budget titanium heater, don't get me wrong, and it's still cheaper than BRS and Finnex models. Plus, it's made out of titanium. It's durable and it's energy efficient. Plus, it's available in various sizes suitable for small tanks. Despite being a newer brand in 2023, stellar reviews prompted us to include it for hobbyists seeking a titanium heater with a controller. They did offer us a sponsored video, but we declined to maintain our review's fairness and independence. Since most tropical fish require water temperature between 75 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 24 to 27 degrees Celsius, a reliable aquarium heater is essential. While tanks may be kept indoors for where room temperature might suffice, fluctuations can occur, especially when seasons change, and especially during the winter. These fluctuations endanger our fish, as they're sensitive to temperature changes. The best aquarium heaters not only maintain the desired temperature, but also offer easy adjustment and accuracy. Some even include a separate temperature controller for added reliability in case of heater failure. While finding the best models and brands is not an easy task, a lot of manufacturers out there carry reliable units at different price points. Here's our set of criteria in determining a quality heater. First, the manufacturer of origin. There are a lot of budget-friendly products, but you only get value for the price you pay. Sure, you can go to Amazon and buy a Chinese-made heater at a low price, but these aren't accurate and they're not built to last. It's best to look for German or Italian brands with long-term warranties. Second is brand name. We really have brands we can trust, which is one of the biggest benefits freshwater hobbyists have over those who work with saltwater aquariums. Brands like Eheim have been around forever. Brands like Fluval are fan favorites. Next up, accuracy. A heater should be within 1 degree accurate and are easy to calibrate. Even better if the heater is lab tested before being packaged. And finally, build quality. A top quality heater should have some features like auto shutoff if the heater gets too hot or runs dry. You want a heater that's made of durable materials like titanium or lab grade glass. We rate all of our criteria from 1 to 10, with 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. We then average the scores to determine the best heater. We believe price is not a significant factor in most cases, but for expensive fish, we justify investing in pricier heaters. You can see all the ratings of our heaters that we tested in our blog post. I'll put a card above so you can check that out. There are a lot of options out there, but having a guideline will help you narrow down your choices. First, look at the size. Size matters when it comes to heaters. Take the Eheim Jager Aquarium thermostat. It's quite cumbersome compared to the Cobalt Neotherm heaters with its compact design. Smaller heaters are easier to conceal, and having multiple units aids in hiding them and provides redundancy, but I'll go over more of this later. Next, let's look at some types. Your aquarium type will determine what heater you need. For example, a fish-only freshwater community fish tank would have hardy species, and some may be considered cold water species that might be fine at room temperature. Larger species like cichlids or arowanas would require a really durable submersible heater, and titanium ones would be your best bet as they're virtually indestructible. For exotic fish species that need to be housed in a saltwater reef aquarium, accuracy and reliability are the two things you'll need for your heater. An error in reading the temperature or the range can cost a fortune, resulting in the loss of livestock with such setups. As a reef tank owner myself, I've set up a heating system with multiple redundancies and safeguards for livestock protection. Okay, a lot of jargon was thrown out in this video, so I can have an in-depth discussion in this part. A submersible aquarium heater is made up of the following materials: glass, high-quality glasses like quartz or borosilicate, and titanium. Glass heaters are what you will typically find with most value-based brands that are not listed on this list. I have completely ignored these because they're prone to exploding in a fish tank and shattering. High-quality glass should be durable and virtually indestructible, resistant to thermal shock, and less prone to exploding. Of course, they'll crack if dropped or hit by a rock, but with normal utilization, they should be fine, especially if placed in a safe area like a sump. Titanium heaters are virtually indestructible and would be suitable for tanks with bigger fish species. They also tend to be quite pricey, but if you're buying quality, that is going to be more reliable than the other types. But lastly, your budget matters. I've shown a lot of heaters in different price ranges here. Take note that aquariums will run multiple heaters, but not everyone may have the capacity to buy a lot of units. I'd suggest the Eheim Heater, as they offer value and reliability with their heater models. For optimal performance, heaters should be placed in an area where there is good water flow, typically near a power head, filter, or air stone. Consider aesthetics too. If placing it in the display, hide it behind rockwork or plants. All-in-one aquariums simplify placement with a designated compartment in the return section. With a sump, place heaters in the sump after the first chamber. Wattage and tank size might be confusing to novice aquarists and even some experienced ones. The rule of thumb is 3 watts per gallon of water. Here's a breakdown of tank sizes for your reference. 10 gallons could use 30 watts, whereas 20 gallons is going to use 60, 29, 87 watts, 40 gallons for 120 watts, 55 gallons for 165 watts, 75 gallons for 225 watts, 90 gallons requires 270 watts, 125 gallons requires 375 watts, 180 requires 540 watts, 225 gallons requires 675 watts, and finally, 300 gallons would require 900 watts. I mentioned the BRS heater as a model that can be prone to failures, which are specifically the following. The aquarium heater explodes. The aquarium heater cracks. The heater's internal thermometer fails. The aquarium heater's off-on mechanism fails. And the aquarium heater's settings reset after a power outage. These are a ton of points, and it's quite alarming that the main reason why tanks crash are heater failures. To put it simply, it's your heater giving out, and as I've mentioned, cheap ones don't deliver a lasting value, which in turn can cost you even more with the damages and loss of fish life in your tank. An aquarium heater system is a solution for all these predicaments. This would cover everything. Purchase one of the best tank heaters from this list. Get 2 heaters instead of 1, with the sum of the wattage being equal to the recommended wattage level. An accurate aquarium controller, at least to 1 degree Fahrenheit, can run both heating and cooling equipment. And look for reasonably priced cooling equipment too. I'll give you a guide on how to get the most valuable tank heater that is sure to hit all the marks. Failsafe number 1, run in 2 instead of 1. Heaters have many fail points, and the off mechanism, for instance, is one of them. This simply means that it'll keep the heater running and heat up your water too much. If you purchase 2 units of small heaters, this would entail that if one heater fails at the on position, it won't be powerful enough to cook your tank and its inhabitants. It'll stay on, and you'll also have to be vigilant and act accordingly as well in these scenarios. Failsafe number 2, running a separate controller. 2 heaters will give you a grace period to act accordingly if one fails in the on position, but you won't be near your aquarium all the time, so a separate controller is essential. It would have its own temperature sensors of probe and a mechanism separate from an aquarium heater. This provides an extra failsafe from tank crashes. It's very likely that both the heater and the controller will fail. On the topic of aquarium heater controllers, Finnex is a pretty reliable brand, but the Finnex controller is only accurate for up to 2 degrees, and Hyggar is a relatively new brand. You could also try an Inkbird, which is a controller that's used by BRS. I can cover an in-depth video about controllers, but I'll give you a brief on my recommendations, as a lot of entry-level controllers can cost over $200. The Inkbird ITC308 is a controller with a great value and is accurate up to 1 degree Fahrenheit. It's a great controller for heaters and cooling equipment, hence providing a triple failsafe, as the cooling function will start if the aquarium gets too warm. Having a fluctuation with the temperature will trigger an alarm to let you know that something's up. A Wi-Fi version is also available, which you can sync with your phone to keep you posted. The Hydor's Control 2 is a notch higher from the Inkbird, a cheaper alternative to the Neptune Apex and a worthy successor to the Reefkeeper entry-level controller. It can control a lot of devices, detect any leaks, temperature fluctuations, the list goes on and on. This controller assures temperature stability. If you're willing to spend a bit extra, I'd definitely recommend this model. We're talking about how we get your tank temperatures at a stable range without sacrificing a lot in your tank. The Ipatite Aquarium Cooling Fan is an affordable solution that can be paired up with an Aquarium Heater controller even if your tank gets too warm. This is a good band-aid solution for this problem, but I can talk about other aquarium coolers in another post. A trendy practice, especially for costly tank setups, is replacing your heater. Investing in a setup worth a lot of money makes budgeting $60 yearly for a new heater insignificant. For such setups, I would recommend this approach while opting for higher quality heaters. Jaegers are a budget-friendly choice for this method, and the Finnex STE's heating element are also reasonably priced for replacement purposes. And there we have it. If you liked our video, be sure to subscribe, like, and hit that notification button. Visit our blog post and shop from the links in our post, as this also supports great content like this video. Or better yet, click on the next video for some aquarium goodness.